And we are live. Hey, you guys are not going to believe this. I have a very, very special guest friend. This guy is amazing. I want you to hop on here right now and meet the co-creator of the whole entire Chicken Soup for the Soul series of books, Mark Victor Hansen. How you doing, man?
Hi, everybody. This is what it looks like. This is where we started in 1993. I've never shown one up, and this is a 20th anniversary issue. And the reason you want to try to get this one is that the first story in there is by none other than me, and it's the chapter on love, and it says soulmate, and I was looking for her forever. And what I did that nobody's ever done before, I don't know if you can see that very well, but I guess you can see the page. I wrote down 267 things I had to have in my ideal wife. She had to be monogamous. We had to love each other, like each other's business, love each other's kids if we were married before, and not only did I get my soulmate, but I got my twin flame. And I never told her, I said, don't ever cross it out that she's got this, write down victory. And I got 267 out of 267. If you go online, you can see that.
Oh my gosh, man.
So do I believe in writing down goals? Absolutely.
That is unbelievable. There's my buddy Joe Ingram is joining us from YouTube. I was just talking about him with you.
Bragging about you, Joe.
I was. Julie Strickler. So listen, I want to ask everybody right now, do me a really big favor. By the way, Mark, Julie Strickler works with I'm drawing a blank. Bob
Allen?
No, Bob. Yes, Bob Proctor's wife. She works with his wife.
Oh, great. Linda.
Yeah. Yes.
And Bob and I have been friends for as long as he's been married. I mean, he helped make her rich and then vice versa.
Well, I wanted to pop on for a minute. You and I are working on some stuff together. I wanted to pop on and introduce you to my friends and kind of show you the way. Now, do you see the comments over here?
Yep.
Okay. Frank Crinitti is a good friend of mine. Frank's my best friend in the whole world, actually. He's the #1 car salesman in the world. Dude he sells over 100 cars a month by himself.
I traveled all of Asia with Joe Girard. I know Frank, you got to know Joe, Mr. GM. I think he sold 14,025 or 85 cars in a year.
He sold 1,400. There's a guy named Ali Rita that actually just beat him like a year ago or something, the Guinness Book of World Records. And there was this big thing, and Frank says #2. I'm sorry. Frank's #2. My bad.
Well, nice to meet you, Frank. And
it's a big.
We can work with you, and I'll show you what we got going, and maybe we can make it #1. I'll go get a picture of what I got. 1 second.
Yeah, I want to tell everybody, so Mark and his wife Crystal have written a new book, and it's coming out. And I'm going to paste. Let me see if I can do this. You show them.
Here, I can do it this way. We have. I got a book cover, but I don't have one here, so I have this on the wall.
Okay.
It's so real, you guys. This is a book called Ask: The Bridge from Your Dreams to Your Destiny by Mark and Crystal. But look at what we said. #1 New York Times bestseller, because I'm predicting it and imploding that into my mind. And then the bottom, no one's done this with one book. I sold 19 million copies of Chicken Soup for the Teenage Soul, but we're going to sell 30 million in the first year. And we're asking you to help, because if you will get one, go to Amazon.com and he'll scroll the little thing and get one now, because you got to sell 20,000 before it comes out, according to our publisher as of last Thursday. Then Amazon starts scrolling it and saying, this is a book you got to have. So I need your help. If you buy one now and send my dear friend, however you do that, to Ken a note, we will give you some electronic gifts. Remember, we're streaming live because he's teaching me how to do this. So I'm the neophyte on this medium yet, but I will master it. And he thinks I'm not a neophyte, having sold 500 million books. But my goal is I sell 1 billion, and I think we're going to do it. Can I tell them what I told you earlier about?
Tell them, hey man, my friends are your friends. Let's roll. Tell them anything you want.
So this weekend I was with 2,000 people, and I won. I do have that award. Should I show my award?
Show it. Yeah, heck yes, man. Look, there's nobody else on here that has that award. No offense, but it's an amazing accomplishment.
I've won some really cool awards. Like I'm a Horatio Alger Award winner, which I go to every year, and we raise money for at-risk kids. But this one's really sort of cool. I don't know if you can see all of it.
Wow.
So it looks just like an Oscar, and I was the headliner in front of Johnny Depp and both Robert Herjavec and all that stuff. But it says that Mark Victor Hansen is the luminary, meaning that I'm a distinguished person that's done something important. And what I'm doing important right now is helping you to ask, which is our book is The Bridge from Your Dreams to Your Destiny. And we think there's three kinds of asking. You ask yourself, you ask others, which is what I've been doing with my dear friend, Mr. Walls, all afternoon. And then number three is you ask God, right? You go through, into hyperspace. But anyhow, one of the guys that was at this thing that also got the award was Jeff Hoffman, the guy who created Priceline. The inventor of it, the guy who created Invisible Patents, was Jay Walker. He and I won Salesman of the Year award a couple of years ago. But the guy who really did the business, the software, is Jeff Hoffman. He owned it. But he said he was just at Microsoft with the leadership, and they got a brand new thing called HoloLens. Now, if you're a Star Trek fan like I am, and in my doctoral class, I was with Gene Roddenberry, way older than me, but Gene did cool stuff. You all saw Iron Man where they had three-dimensionality. All that's coming out of your cell phone yet this year with 5G. I'll pull back 5G. I'm going to learn how to get on here.
I can do that too.
Yeah. So thank you. See, I don't have the controls. You got it, and that's fine. And what happens is you and I are going to be able, Ken and I are going to be able to come to you live, and we'll be on your phone, and you'll be able to make us bigger or smaller, or make us disappear and hang up on us.
That's crazy, man.
We're
That is
the most exciting, dynamic times. And here's what I'll send you. If you order a book today called Ask, The Bridge from Your Dreams to Your Destiny at Amazon, and send Ken a note, what I'm going to send you is I've just written seven exponential trends that are inevitably going to do 50 trillion, that's spelled with a T, dollars by the end of this decade. And the question I ask throughout the book is, how are you going to participate? Can you participate as a creator of it, an inventor of it, participant of it, salesperson of it, leaser of it, or just an investor in it, or a buddy of somebody that's doing it? And I'll just give you one example. I would tell you that one of those seven is blockchain. That's one I thought I knew the least of. Well, last Thursday, I get called by one of my best friends, a West Point superstar, who's a Silicon Valley guy now and done really well.
Yeah.
Says, hey, we've just blockchained all the patents, and I know you're an IP guy, an intellectual property guy. We want you to be our ambassador. The company is not public yet, but last year it made $300 million by trolling patents, and they figured out if you got a commercially viable patent, they'll buy it, they'll sell it, they'll lease it, they'll merger and acquisition it, and they've got $5 billion to do it. And for the first time ever, we're going in all 228 countries around the world. So we're doing stuff that no one ain't ever done before, and we're going to make it fun. And what happens is, I think, remember I said the question I'm teaching in my book, Ask, which I want you to get, is how do you participate? That's the question I'm asking you, because there's billions to be made. They're going to do 284 billion, spelled with a B, next year, in this fiscal year. And it's just started. What I'm saying is we're at the most exquisitely exciting, luminally relevant time in human history under one circumstance, if you're awake. I'm asking you to listen to some of the live streams that he and I will do together.
Yeah.
And tell your friends, and if you buy 100 of my books, there's another thing we'll do, one other thing. And I know I'm going a little farther that you didn't expect, but
go for it.
My books from Amazon. It makes it easier for me. My wife, Crystal, and I are doing one private day here in Scottsdale, Arizona, where I now live, our main house, anyhow, our main residence, residences. And we're having dinner at our house for you. But you just got to send a note.
For 100 books? That's it?
100 books, yeah, it's no big deal. So it's $2,000 or something like that. It'll be less because if you buy bulk, they give you a discount. But we really want to make this go. And I need to play by the new rules because Amazon is the ruler.
Yeah. Well, I'm showing you how to do live streaming and all of that. And I think that, and everybody on here, I mean, Joe Ingram just said he bought the book just now. He just bought it.
Thank you, Joe.
My wife is on here. She's excited about it. She's She's
Bless your heart. Bless your heart. Just in the South.
she's amazing. She's amazing.
God bless. Thanks.
Dude,
Nice to meet you.
yeah, my Matt Koenig, what are you saying? I don't know what you're all co-creators of what? He's the co-creator of Chicken Soup for the Soul books. Matt just jumped on.
Yeah.
He missed the beginning.
I co-created this series, and then we got 254 books like Second Helping, and then I created this series where 1 Minute Millionaire, where my goal was I only do stuff that's unique, transformational, and inevitable. And this book, we're the only book that ever melted down Amazon. I can do that story if you want, but it's two books in one. On the left-hand side, the left brain teaches you 24 ways to be a millionaire. The right brain is a story that we think we're going to make into a movie yet.
Oh my God.
And it is kick butt. And my corporate symbol colors are purple and yellow. And what I said to Ken just a minute ago is that you can't look at caterpillar and predict butterfly. So we call this a butterfly effect. And we're just in Vietnam talking everywhere. And this is the #1 book selling today in Vietnam. But this is a whole series because it's backed up with a lot of other books. It's backed up with Cracking the Millionaire Code, which in the center of this, no matter what oops, this guy I got to go to dinner with here tonight. His wife has just flown in from New York. I went to India with as a student. Anyhow, we have in here wow, the world of wow. And what happens is it says all the things you could do to take any business and make it bigger and better and scale it, because you plus a business. Plus it means milk with calcium or milk with vitamin D. Minus it, no lactose, right? And whatever you do with every product. So we did that. And then, because I thought, as you know, some of you know, I got 5 kids and 6 grandkids. Well, ultimately, I have 12 grandkids. We did the richest kids in America, and we interviewed the 19 kids under 19 years old, 21 of them, that had all made over $1 million. One kid made, at 19, $500 million, went to school as a National Honor Scholar. She figured out how to, doesn't work for white guys, but she figured out how blacks can do hair stuff. She partnered with Walmart, and their hair doesn't fall out because the stuff they do is it. And I did all that. And then the book before Ask was The Miracles in You. But I've written 308 bestsellers. So I've been a little prolific because I figure if you're going to work, you want to work hard. I'll just show one other fun.
And can I interrupt you for 1 second?
Yeah.
I hate it when people say sorry for interrupting, because they're not. They interrupted on purpose.
Nah.
I got to say this about you in case people don't really know who you are. Like, you have sold more books on planet Earth than any other book author ever, right? Besides the Bible.
Yeah. And by the way, I'll show you that. Hold on a second. You'll like this story. So, where are you? Here you are. Remember, I said you got to be unique, you got to be transformational, it's got to be inevitable. So everyone said, well, you can't outsell the Bible. I said, that's true. The Bible sold 1 billion copies. I haven't sold 1 billion copies, but I'm on it. So I did. And I was going, if I hadn't been a professional speaker or motivation, I would have been a theologue. So I did Chicken Soup for the Soul Bible. And I thought, what scares people about the Bible? Well, the black cover scares them.
Oh my gosh.
Scares them. So we did little stories that get you into the big stories.
Come on.
And at Walmart, when we started selling these, it rushed. They sold 70,000 a week. They've never sold 70,000 of any book. And then, I created this, and I never even did a book signing at Walmart or anything. It just went off the Richter scale. And I happen to love the Bible, and I'm really good at it. People say, "Can you quote it?" I say, "Yeah, I pretty much know it. I didn't edit the original, but I wrote a little story to get you in the original."
Oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me. That is an amazing story. Julie's
did you videotape this so we've got a copy of it? I hope.
Oh yeah, I have it. Yeah.
You're gonna have to send me a link so I can send to everybody, and I've just made you bigger than ever. How's that?
That's awesome. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Like, now I have one of the Bible authors on here.
By the way, well, that's what happened when Jack and I started Chicken Soup, and we were nobody from nowhere, respectively. We both sold a lot of books from platform, but not made it. And the New York Times wouldn't put us on. I was selling over 20,000 a week, and that was the number back in 1993. And so I called her up and I talked to her, and she says, "Sir, you are a multi-authored book. I said, yeah. She says, we don't do multi-authored books at the New York Times. We have prestige and stature and status. I go, yeah? You're sure you don't? She says, absolutely, we do not. I said, you're positive? She said, absolutely positive. I said, lady, you do the Bible. It's got 66 authors. If we had maps and there's only one map maker, 67. She said, boy, you're in next week.
Oh, that's amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, whatever problems you got to have fun with the problem, because if you're at the level of the problem, you're sunk. If the problems are like a ladder and there's 10 steps to the ladder, if you're saying, oh, my problem, oh, woe is me, you're at step one. You got to mentally, metaphorically, and he teaches meditation, and I practice it with my wife in prayer every day, but you got to go up the ladder to 10, look down at it,
yep.
And if you're really good, you take God's point of view, and you look down at the problem and go, oh, I can solve that. It's like when Bob and I came out with this, we got $1 million before we wrote it. So Random House, they were doing $25 billion a year at that time, said, you guys got to sell 1 million. So I said, Bobby, selling 1 million is hard, but let's do what Amazon does and Google does. We'll tenfold it. We say, got to sell 10 million of these. Now 1 million's easy.
Yeah, that's right.
It's all perspective, ladies and gentlemen. And there's always, every in has an out. Every system has an inside and an outside. So once you say, I got to sell 10 million, sell 1 million, no sweat.
That's awesome. So we're planning on, just so everybody knows, because I have my show Breakthrough Walls, where everybody comes on and kind of tells their life story of how they've broke through the walls in life, right? So we're planning on you're coming on next Friday, right?
Right.
Okay. And between now and next Friday, we need to sell 20,000 books.
Wouldn't that be nice if this show does it?
It needs to.
Look, if there were newspapers still, which there aren't, I mean, I used to be addicted to reading New York Times, USA Today every day, and ladies and gentlemen, I still read all that junk on my cell phone for an hour every day, just because I'm in so many markets and I own so many businesses and I got so many partners. I have to know what we're doing, what the world's doing.
Yeah. Well, I think that I think you're going to sell some books from this. Well, I know that you already have. And hey, listen, all of my friends, my real friends, not my stalkers. I'm kidding. No, hey, if you're stalking even, you can go buy this book.
I ask, The Bridge from Your Dreams to Your Destiny, please.
I have the on my personal Facebook feed, I have the link pinned to the comments. Some other people have dropped the comment in here, or the link to it in here. Go get it right now. It's and when's it due to release?
April 28th. But between now and then, if you do something wonderful to help me sell, you either buy 100 or sell them or give them to your charity or something and send me a note. We're going to have this big day, and I'll just tell you, you'll love having dinner at my house. Not only will it be well catered and all that, but we're at the top of the hill in McDowell Mountain, and when the preserve needed money, they said, well, will you come on and talk and help us raise money? And my wife said, well, we'll charge $1,000 each, and everybody will get to come to our house and have dinner. 50 people gave us $1,000, and then they all came to my house. We just had the best time.
That's amazing.
And obviously, Crystal and I answered their questions and talked, and we gave them a whole little swag bag of, luckily I've sold 308 bestsellers and a lot of tapes. If you haven't been listening to audio tapes, and if you're in this business of information, or infopreneuring is the word I trademarked a long time ago with Bob Allen.
Wow.
If you're in it, make sure you're in the audible part, because audibles are going off the Richter scale about 10-1 to odd, because people are driving around in their cars.
Yeah.
We're going to go from 2D in the next year to 3D. Here where I live in Arizona, Boeing invented it, but they're putting Uber and Waymo and Tesla is testing it. So we're going to go to 3D, and we won't have traffic jams anymore. Thank you, God. I hate not getting where I want to go on time.
Right. Hey, it's the Jetsons. We're moving into the Jetsons era.
Exactly.
So Oseas says that I can't tell if that, I don't know it. They want it signed. Like, you're going to have to.
Here's what you're going to do. You're going to send Ken a note, and I'm going to sign a book plate to you, and he'll give me your address and email, and I'll send it out to you. Promise, whoever's listening or watching, my wife and I will personally sign it. You'll have one of the first 101 signed, because this is a new game for me, and we'll get good at it, but I'm a beginner now. glad to be. And by the way, let me talk to that. I was with a guy this weekend worth $60 billion. He's become one of my new best friends. And what he says is you got to treat every day, no matter, even though he's been in business 40 or 50 years, like it's a startup. Every day is like the first day. And if you have that kind of excitement and it's exquisite and exciting and authentic, your business booms.
Yep. That's right.
So I'm glad I signed all these books you're buying.
There's Jeffrey Gittimer's wife, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer, nice to meet you. Congratulations on getting betrothed to one of my old buddies. He and I have a haircut. Unless he's wearing a wig. I haven't seen him lately. So
she is amazing. I love that woman. She is the author of a book too called Sales in a New York Minute. She's from New York and she's
perfect.
Amazing.
New York. I know what a New York Minute is.
Yeah.
If you can make it here, Frank Sinatra saying you can make it anywhere.
That's right. That's right.
Because by the way, the joke was they eat their young.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. What did you just offer? Because now people are asking the question, what really a signed copy? What are you saying that for anybody that buys
a book plate is about twice as big as this little 3x5 purple card, which if you're going to do 3x5 cards, do purple. It's God's highest color, top of the spectrum. Anyhow, we'll sign one of these, personalized to you, to Jennifer Gittimer. Hell with Jeffrey. We'll just sign it to you, Jennifer. I'm not signing it to Jeffrey, and we'll send it out. And I obviously sign it to you and your wife or whoever you want. If you gave us 4 names, those of you that are going to do books, and I got another book coming out this fall called You Have a Book in You, and behind that we got a book called Speed Write Your Autobiography, because I think everybody needs an autobiography, and we say do 20 minutes a day, 90 days, you're done. And then you'll leave it as for your whole legacy, for your whole family.
Wow. So you have, she's sitting there with Jeffrey. He says hi. Jeffrey says hi.
Hey, thank you for getting on. I'm blown away how this works. Like I said, Jeffrey, I'm a neophyte. I look forward to being on your show, but this is a fun game for me because I've done 6,000 major TV and radio shows around the world, and it's been wonderful.
Did I read that you've been on Oprah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oprah is also a Horatio Alger Award winner, so I see her every year in Washington. We raise all this money for Alley at-risk kids, and their stories are horrific, but we give them $25,000 each to go to college. This year, we've raised enough money that we'll have 10,000 kids going to college, and you win it in the Supreme Court. I've got it here somewhere I could show you. And Judge Clarence Thomas in the Supreme Court puts it over, and it's 10 of us win it a year and 1 international.
Wow.
We've come from rags to riches and been excessively philanthropic.
But let's be real. Like, you didn't have as much fun with Oprah as you're having with me.
That's true. So she had me on 3 times because I couldn't get it right. You I got it right with first time.
I'm totally kidding. No, so okay, so I have the link pinned in here. I'm going to post it on the Streamyard link one more time. So everybody goes and buys a copy of your book. That is to my influencer store. Jen said, did you see what Jen said? Look, I put it up.
I saw that, and then I saw the near-death experience, and I think if you live long enough, everyone's going to have a near-death experience one way or another. But the other thing is the lady who died came back, helped Jack and I sell. She was a Mormon and came back, got kicked out of the Mormon church because she wrote about going to the other side and coming back. And then my wife's friends with a psychiatrist that did that, a neurosurgeon that was totally brain dead for whatever number I give you is wrong. I read his book, but at 3 months or 6 months, and he totally came back. This is an amazing thing that you are. When I was in graduate school with Buckminster Fuller, Einstein's best student, Dr. Fuller would say, your brain is the inventory, but your mind can think. Your mind is imagination. Your mind is not part of the body. It's not the chili con carne. It's not the physicality. It's something bigger. And that's why these guys you can die and go to the other side, but you don't have to die. You can also use your imagination to go to higher levels and higher planes of consciousness. Like I saw that I would sell this many books before I sold them, of course, or I wouldn't have sold them because I did a whole set of audio tapes that are bestsellers again right now. They brought them out after 30 years. I'm amazed. Anyhow, called visualizing is realizing. But Flip Wilson said, when I was a kid, what you see is what you get. And it's what you see with your inner eye and getting your outer experience.
I love that.
Here's Bob.
Sherry,
Bob, you're responsible for this, so it's your fault that we're on this.
I know, Bob. Bob is the man, isn't he? I love that
Bob.
guy.
Bob,
he changed my life today.
Well, Bob changed our life when he did the first podcast with us less than a week or 2 weeks ago. And if I just don't go backwards, I only think forwards, because you're either a futurist, which is what I am, a current present time person, or a past. Oh man, I was so good at football when I was growing up. I was somebody bung. Forget yesterday. What are you doing today to make your tomorrows and everybody else's tomorrows better? How are you going to positively affect 8 billion people currently alive? And I really think there's probably 10 billion, because nobody knows our demographics anywhere. I mean, in America, we don't know where 30 million people are. So I guarantee in China, there's over 2 billion, India, 2 billion, billion and a half to 2 billion in Africa, and another billion in Indonesia. So there's somewhere around 8 to, and we all can live here copacetically. We just got to design it better and get out the information better. And that's why I'm glad the mobile phone is decentralizing everything and dematerializing. So you got a GPS that goes everywhere. No longer maps. You know, I got maps in your phone, i.e.
I mean, it's crazy. You can tell me, hey, Ken, be at this address. Or actually, from the phone, you can just send your location to somebody and they can just click, take me there. And it starts telling you what. It's crazy, because I remember being early in sales, knocking on doors, driving around with different directories and the phone book and the Haynes directory and the maps. And man, you're really making it if you bought the map book. Like, I
only got a big green or color.
Yeah. Or trying to refold one of those maps that it's. So we have come a long way in the last 20, 30 years.
We're going to come longer, faster than the last 20 years, the next 2 years. Because when you type in and you're going to have a little air Uber, pick me up at my house and take me to meet you downtown Phoenix or wherever I go, or go to a tower and get in, and all that stuff will be done and coded into your phone and get me to you in Ohio, or to Orlando, or wherever we got to go meet.
It'll be really cool when we can just like think it and be there, no matter where it is. Like, that'll be cool. Well, listen, I know you have to get to dinner. I want right? Didn't you say you have to go to dinner or no?
Yes. I'm supposed to go to a special dinner tonight. I haven't even taken a shower yet today, so my wife would like me to do that, I'm sure.
Probably. So first off, everybody should go over to if you're on Facebook, go look up Mark Victor Hansen. He's only got 159,000 fans, so we need to get those numbers up. Second thing, there's your dinner date again, right?
Right, yeah. But that's the other thing I'd like you to get.
So go get the book Ask on Amazon. I put it, it's glued to the or it's pinned to the stream right now. I'm going to post it one more time so everybody else that's not on my personal page can see it. And go pick up a copy of the book right now. Let's get this thing moving. Between now and next Friday, let's sell 20,000 of these things, man. That's
by the way, I'll give all of you guys a credit. I give all the credit away for doing it. How's that?
Perfect. That's perfect.
Make it on the front page of Wall Street Journal if we pull that off.
In 1 week?
Pre-sales ever in a week.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Do me a favor, anyone watching right now, and this is totally unplanned, off the cuff. We just we just kind of did this. Share this stream out to your Facebook page, would you please? Really, really, really would be grateful for that. So, like, some of you have a lot of followers, so if you would share this out, that would be really incredible.
And with my heart and soul, I thank you. And you're going to thank me in your prayers for having written this book, because as good as Chicken Soup was, this one's going to serve more. Chicken Soup we wrote because we thought the heart and soul of America was in pain. And we discovered that the world was in pain. And that's why we sold 374 million books in China. So it's good. I see some of you are ordering it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I also see like a lot of people are sharing this right now. Bob Donnell just shared it. Sherry Gideon's
Charles, by the way,
shared
it
it.
looks like you're a sheriff too. So God bless. Thank you.
Susan Day is so excited about you being on here. She's crying right now. That's amazing.
Those are happy tears, I hope.
They're very happy tears. Julie Strickler shared it. Keep sharing it. Everybody keep sharing it. Anthony Green has a page. Anthony is, and he's out in your area all the time. He is a truck driver that I had on my show recently. And
brought it, a truck brought it.
I said that on the show. That's funny, man. We're cut from the same cloth. So I said that he's got this thing called Truckers Against Predators. And in Arizona and across Arizona and Texas and California, he sets up these predators that are going after these young kids. And dude, he nails them. He shows up with the cops and they arrest these people. It's crazy.
Okay, so we're on the same page. Crystal, my wife, and I are raising $1 billion, spelled with a B, for childhelp.org. And if you haven't ever been to childhelp.org, go there. You see my videos and hers. But childhelp.org is ending abuse. They're 60 years old. We've helped 10.5 million kids get out of abuse, neglect, and trafficking. And we're going to end trafficking because it just isn't okay.
That's what he's doing too, man.
Anthony.
He's boots on the ground. Like you got it. Like his page is called it's TAP, Truckers Against Predators. Mark, this guy is a big dude too. His uncle played for the Steelers for years, but he's like
Anthony. If you're really here in Arizona, you need to meet these two little 84-year-old ladies that started this thing called childhelp.org and have helped all these kids. I didn't need another job or another assignment, but my wife read their book, which I'd read earlier, called Silence. And she said, I cried all night and you're going to help me. I go, yeah, honey, we don't. And then they put us on, and now we're the co-executive chairman. So,
wow. That's incredible.
We're going to do, I'll tell you about some of the cool things, but we're going to do some epic things with Child Help that's never been done with any charity. It's so exciting. God downpoured the idea to me, and I've got all the right friends that can pull it off, including now Ken. So, and you all, y'all gonna help you here.
He's saying that because I'm from Ohio.
That's it. And he talks Yankee, I'm sure of it.
Yeah. Well, listen, and Sherry Gideon's is right there in Arizona too. Like I have we're surrounded by some amazing people. So the first thing that I'd like everybody to do is go pre-order a copy. In fact, I think with Amazon, if you pre-order, even if you're running tight on cash, I don't think you have to pay for it until the book is actually released. So just go order it and let's get 20,000 copies of this sold by next Friday. When I have Mark on the show next Friday, I want him to look at me and go, dude, we busted the 20,000 goal. How'd you do that?
We delivered the goods. All right. Nice talking to every one of you. I am thankful and honored to have been on here with you.
Thank you all. Mark, do not hang up on me yet. I'm gonna tell everybody I'm ending the live stream right now. I appreciate all of you jumping on, and thank you to everyone who shared this out. Keep sharing it. If you're watching the replay, keep sharing it. Keep sharing it. Appreciate all of you, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.